And Coach, 3 days from the season from now, just talking about the team and another whole new look, kind of like what you had last year with 17 newcomers, of course with some experience as well, starting with the pitching staff, which has a lot of seniors on it.
Well, we do have some experience from last year. You know, we've got Alex Smith, Holiday, Cohen. We've got a number of pitchers that saw a lot of innings last year. So we're hoping that we can count on, the experience that they had coming into a new year. Plus we added some people that we think will help us. Jordan Priddle from Delgado Community College. We've Sean Semple, who's a freshman, so get a lot of work. Kevin Kelleher in relief. We have Seth back from last year, Darren McKigney back from last year. So we're excited about having experience, and then I think we've helped ourselves in the bullpen area with Kevin. So that's a plus, and we're going to need those arms because we're playing an ambitious schedule.
And you mentioned about Kevin being the guy that you expect to go to in the ninth inning and to be able to close down games. But talk about Darren more specifically. He's been used in several different roles last year, and kind of the role that you see him at least to start the season.
Well, he's going to be in relief, and we're hoping. We've got Seth, Darren. They both had experience in closing last year, or at least coming in a relief role. And adding Kevin Kelleher, who throws, he throws pretty good. He's been bothered by a little pull muscle in his back, but he's getting back to where he needs to be. We're going to ask our starters, give us 5-6 good innings, and then we'll go to the bullpen. We want to use Seth maybe an inning, Darren an inning, and then come in with Kelleher and maybe to close it out. That's what we're looking at, and this fall these guys have been working hard. They've been throwing strikes, and it's what we need.
And talk about the fall now from a hitting perspective, and a couple of guys that really emerged as well to really complement some of the returners from last season.
Well, we were last in the league in hitting last year, and in fairness to some of the people that we had, the competition's tough. Not only in the league, but when we're playing our non-conference, like we open at South Alabama. I mean, year in and year out, they're one of the better teams in the Sun Belt. And we know that, and that's why we schedule them. But we're playing LSU, Tulane, ULL, Southern Miss, all quality teams. And we felt like we had to get a couple of hitters. And obviously, Sam Carrier sat out last year as a transfer. He's been swinging the bat for us all fall and in this early spring. Preston Marsh at first base, who's a junior college hitter, has showed great promise. We've got Coco's back, and he was injured. He came off surgery last year, and then mid-year or near the end of the year, he dislocated his shoulder again and had surgery. But he's healed and he's swinging the bat. So we got some more speed. We got Ryan Callaway that can really fly, and Jay Bird Robinson, who is a freshman that can run. I think in the infield, I know we're 100% better defensively and offensively. With Jay and Ray Veit, that's a junior college transfer. And then we go to the catching. We got Santana back, and he's looked great in this fall and in this early spring. We've got a freshman catcher, and we got to stay healthy because we're not really deep catching-wise. We have Parker Jones that came in, and he's played everywhere for us, and I really like that. We can plug him in at third, we can put him in left, and he even caught some in the fall as a backup in case we need him. So, I'm excited. It's a new year, and we got to go play. It's not going to be easy, but we got a good group. These guys have worked really hard, and it's time. It's ready to play.
And you mentioned about the defense and how much better you expect it to be this year. And talk about with Sam Capilano, it seemed like he just had to get a little bit adjusted to the college level of the game. But his defense was very lauded coming out of high school, and he seemed to work on it a lot, especially in summer ball and in fall as well. And just talking about what you see from him
Well,
defense.
those two guys, Sam and Hez, you know, both made the freshman All-American team. Sammy's first team All-Conference preseason pick, and Hez his second team All-Conference outfielder. Those two guys, what they accomplished as freshmen coming right out of high school and going into this type of competition was awesome. I think they're better. Hez unfortunately couldn't play this summer because he had surgery both on his elbow and then he tore the ligament in his hand. So, but Sam got a lot of work playing summer ball. He's stronger. He looks better. And then has to struggle a little bit, but he's going to be fine, you know. And they both, as freshmen, with the experience they have, they give you a little leadership, particularly some of the new guys that have come in. That's huge. You got to have guys that have been there before, know what it's like, that can talk to, you know, the guys that we got coming in, and it's just a feel. So, yeah, we're depending on those two guys to give us a lot of time and a lot of production.
And as you look at the conference, pretty much the same story that it usually is, with at the top with Sam Houston and Corpus being favorites, and you have a couple of those teams that are maybe a notch behind them. But just an overall look at the conference, where you guys competed in a lot of games last year, 24 games that were decided by 2 runs or less.
Yeah, you know, and we hear that, and I've heard that a lot from a lot of people. But you know, at the end, competing and winning are two different things. And the thing we're trying to get across here, it's attitude. And you got to go play the whole game. You got to compete. But you know, people aren't in the stands. Although we do have some saying, "Boy, Mace, those guys really competed. You played a lot of good close games." Yeah, but it's the W's and L's that count. And we know that we're capable, and we're going to come out and we're going to give it our best. And all I could ask last year is, I told them, you know, just come out, play hard, and everything else will take care of itself. Improve every day. You're out here in practice. Everything else will take care of it. So I think we have a few more pieces. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I'm more confident looking at ability compared to this year to what we had last year.
And of course, with the non-conference schedule, you mentioned some of the teams that you're playing. The second week of the season, you guys are here to host the MLB Urban Youth Invitational, and just talk about what that means to you guys.
Yeah, that's huge. You know, we've partnered with the Urban Youth Academies right across the street. They're doing a great job. Eddie Davis, Daryl Miller's here today with Major League Baseball. It's going to be nationally televised. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday and Sunday we'll split games. There's Elkhorn, Grambling, Southern, and ourselves. And we play Friday night here. They play over there Friday afternoon at 3 o'clock. Saturday, national television, MLB Network, 2 o'clock, Elkhorn, Grambling, 6 o'clock, UNO Southern. And we'll come back here, Grambling, on Sunday at 1, and Elkhorn and Southern across the street at 1. So, you know, it's a good chance for our exposure for not all 4 programs, but particularly UNO, to be on national television like we were last year. And we had a lot of people call, a lot of recruits that saw that. So, and it's the right thing to do. You know, we've got Grambling up the road, we got Southern up the road, and Elkhorn's just a couple hours away in Mississippi. So 3 good programs and plenty of tickets available. Mrs. Robinson will be at the game, Jackie Robinson's wife, and there's going to be a lot. We're going to have the bands out here, Cars Band, St. Aug's Band. We're going to have some festivities that I think people enjoy coming out to see.
All right, Coach, thank you very much.